We tend to think that the end of life arrives violently and without warning, but most elderly decline does not happen suddenly. It usually begins with a single, incredibly mundane physical misstep. Families spend years worrying about the big, visible threats. We actively watch our aging parents for the signs of massive heart attacks or debilitating strokes. While we look for major medical emergencies, we completely ignore the loose rug in the hallway or dismiss a grandparent who has spent the entire day sitting quietly in their chair. This maps out a process geriatricians call the deadly cascade. It shows how one tiny incident, a slipped foot, triggers a sequential, high-stakes chain reaction. The fall fractures a bone, forces the patient into a bed, and becomes a breeding ground for microscopic bacteria. Surviving old age requires a shift in strategy. It requires us to identify and neutralize those mundane sparks before they ever get the chance to ignite the cascade. The first domino almost always falls in the physical environment. It is a wet spot on the bathroom tile or a phone charger wire trailing across the living room carpet. This biomechanical diagram shows why a basic slip is so dangerous for geriatric physiology. As bone density drops, critical structural weaknesses emerge. When an elderly person falls, the sudden impact forces concentrate directly on the hip or pelvic bone, instantly shattering it. Once that bone breaks, the logistical consequence is immediate. The patient requires mandatory surgical intervention, and immediately after, they are confined to a completely horizontal, bedridden state to heal. Lying completely flat for weeks creates a harsh secondary consequence. Without the daily resistance of gravity, the body experiences rapid, debilitating muscle atrophy. The initial fall rarely kills an elderly person on its own. Instead, it structurally traps them in that bed, rendering them defenseless against the true secondary threat. A bedridden state introduces a hostile biological reality. Physical stagnation allows fluid to pool deeply in the lungs, and the lack of movement creates severe issues in the urinary tract. With the body's internal systems backed up and immobile, an opportunistic infection easily takes root inside the weakened elder. In the elderly, an infection doesn't always show like normal. It may not be a high fever. They may just become weak, confused, or stop eating. These are early warning signs. A thermometer might show a very mild 99-degree fever. For a younger adult, that means nothing, and families easily dismiss it as passing fatigue or a bad mood. Ignoring these subtle, atypical signs pushes the elder past the point of no return. The infection spreads unchecked, leading to rapid systemic decline and a frantic, catastrophic admission to the emergency room. Because geriatric warning signs are quiet, waiting for classic, severe symptoms guarantees that by the time the family realizes there is a problem, it is already too late to stop the infection. We can rewind this timeline and block the cascade. By inserting circuit breakers early, severing the chain of decline is entirely possible. We start by applying environmental circuit breakers to the bathroom. We do this by laying down heavy anti-slip mats and permanently bolting grab bars. Next, we modify the living spaces. Night lights must be left permanently on, slippery decorative rugs need to go, and loose wires must be taped securely. Then, we implement behavioral circuit breakers to catch infections. Families must proactively check temperatures on a strict schedule and actively enforce hydration by handing them water, even if they aren't thirsty. We must physically assist them in daily movement to fight off muscle atrophy. If they show any confusion, we schedule a doctor consultation immediately, and we ensure they receive simple preventative vaccines. These household adjustments and daily routines serve as life-saving medical interventions. Managing elderly care requires understanding one critical rule. A small fall or a mild fever must never be treated as small. This split decades ensuring our physical environment was safe, watching us closely for any sign of illness. Now it is our turn to protect them with that exact same vigilance. Prevent falls. Act early on fever. Save a life.